Hey everybody, hope all is well. It is ATC. Let's do a video on about those comments. So did a video, as you can see on the screen, I said sometimes poverty is a choice. Now, some people are born into poverty, they find their way out. And I totally get it. What I'm referring to is sometimes the decisions that we make leads us to poverty. So let's kind of go over some comments and I wanted to kind of expand on this. So Brownback said, I live in Flint, Michigan, and in some neighborhoods it looks like this. Some neighborhoods look like this, and yeah, I've seen that too on news reports. The sad thing is people are working, but the pay isn't keeping up in an effort to afford better areas. Now, as a former landlord, I could never understand the concept of even if you don't own the property, why can't you still take care of it? And here's my deal on that. Poverty state of mind. So much dysfunction. Some things that other people see like, hey, might want to pick up that trash in front of your yard. Don't see it. And also, it's what they've grown up to or what they're acclimated to. So what? Trash on the ground. Okay, so what? Poverty state of mind. So giving it your best shot, doing the best you can, it totally escapes them. And I think it's also part of what's called hypnotic rhythm. If that's all you know and all you see, if you have a very limited mind, you're not going to improve. You're not going to see what everybody else sees. So that is your norm. Diana Prince says, Black women stay losing their housing due to lease violations, having dusty men living in their homes, which leads to eviction. These managers aren't playing with Black women anymore. In regards to in the BC, those men need to have their own places. I agree. Why they're losing their homes, leases to eviction? Poverty mindset. All you know is poverty D. Not my son, my man, poverty D. That's all you know is poverty D. What works on the hood street doesn't work on Wall Street. What works sometimes on our street doesn't work on the main street. Poverty mindset. Black women are race loyal. They're loyal to Black men. But like quite often, you very rarely find that loyalty to Black women. And when things fall apart, that's what they call it on another Black woman. You really have to be out of your mind. We're talking about a place to lay your head, your security. The video I just did, look at that lady Morales. Had a drug problem for years on the streets. Assailants set fire to her face. Couldn't even talk. Say what she was in the ER. Assailants set fire to her place. Why? To her face. She was homeless. How many videos have we seen where Black women get evicted? And I've seen news reports, I've heard about it. And you look up, here's a U-Haul truck, got a baby, not a man around. Women hustling up U-Haul trucks, moving in furniture. Poverty mindset. And that's why they make those decisions, not realizing the men don't care about them. And Tia B, I totally agree, says poor mindset leads to continuous poverty. Exactly. Change mindset, choices change extremely. And that's the whole problem. When you have a poverty mindset, a lot of times it's ignorance. They're like Kanye. You can't tell me nothing. The song by Kanye. You can't tell me nothing until it's too late. This right here, in this economy, a lot of people, you're finding out what you got. Finding out what you got. I had somebody just recently try to get over on me. Oh, big time. I'll let the person have it. I did. I'll let the person have it. Yeah. I'm like, I'm just kind of observing here. I'll let the person have it. because you're trying to pull a fast one. And it's not going to work over here, not on Simply, sweetie. Not today, and tomorrow doesn't look too good either. So we can have a clear understanding. I'm going to go ahead and kind of whip you a new one so we have an understanding. What's not going to happen, and you think you're going to try it again. I think by the last conversation, yeah, you understand me real clearly. Sometimes you have to get firm with people and let them know what's up. Male or female, let them know what's up and what's not happening. Not today. But what I've noticed about, I hate to say it about weak women, they are real good about letting a woman have it. But when it comes to these men, it can be a big old burly something that's not working, and all of a sudden she wants to handle him with kid gloves. Why? Poverty mindset. Wants to protect that poverty D. So she's saying, this woman said, I saw a documentary about poverty on the East Coast. The camera crew was in New Jersey interviewing people. They literally walked up to a boarded house. I was confused because it looked dilapidated. Child, a woman came to the door and answered when they knocked. When they were let into the house, it was filthy. There was multiple people living there. It had to be a 3-bedroom at least, but at least 8 to 10 people living there. I was floored at the living conditions. They kept saying how content they were, and they made it clear they didn't want any better. The craziest part of it all is that their raggedy building had a landlord, and they were paying rent for that gutter hole. Poverty mindset. You don't think you deserve any better. Poverty mindset is why women choose poverty D. Women getting pregnant by men that don't even have a job. Dudes come home right out of jail and get pregnant by them. You think you don't deserve any better. So poverty mindset, low self-esteem. And that's why people make poor choices. Very poor choices. So Lori Potter says, it's a choice when you have children you know you cannot afford, and you are sentencing those children to a life of struggle, yes, and poverty, because you don't care enough to use birth control and wait until you can do better. And that is so very true. It's called, oh, no, I got this. I'm going to handle this. And that's what's happening now. I hear the conversations. It's not happening to me because I remove myself and stuff like that. I don't know many people like that. And I may know maybe 2 or 3. I don't deal with them. You got women now, and it's so sad, knocking on family store, knocking on couple store, knocking on single women that are doing well. Can't you take me and my kids in? I don't know what we're going to do. And I hear the stories of their poor choices. Now those poor choices are affecting other people. And heck yeah, they are. When you come up with your 2 and 4 kids in somebody's home. People are now, some are letting them in. Some people are seeing it happen, and they're like, I see what happened with it. I'm not getting involved in that. And you can't blame them. It's getting so bad, and I think we're in a recession. That us to want to call it that. It's getting so bad, you have some going to Meemaw and get Meemaw on the phone. Let me tell you something. Meemaw, do us all a favor. Unless you're taking them in, can you please stop using your Meemaw/Black Mama card and sitting up here running folks' lives? Well, somebody got to do something. Maybe she has to do something. Learn a darn lesson. Especially when you've told people over and over again about dealing with these dusties. You get pregnant by, oh, my job let off. The job let off. I didn't think it was going to happen. And, I'm trying to pay all these bills. You get pregnant. How many people have told you? When you got pregnant by the first man. So they didn't want to listen. And now we got this here. Get Meemaw on the phone. With all due respect, Meemaw and Black Queen Mama, can you please cut it out? If you're that concerned, sweetie, put them in your house. But you're sitting up here trying to guilt people with this little church logic. Ladies and gentlemen, especially ladies, don't buy it. People have made their bed. Don't buy it. You're going to be blessed. Well, it look like to me a curse is coming, because you want somebody to come and use their hard-earned dollars and bring in little Neek and her little 3. Who's going to feed them? Neek got her way of doing things. I promise you, once Neek gets comfortable, she going to want to start having some company, and you're going to have a problem, and those little dusty heads might start itching, and somebody might start stealing. You're going to regret it. So Black Queen Mama is real good at putting that guilt trip on, and actually all mamas will. I didn't say Black Queen because as a Black person, I've heard a White Queen Mama doing it too. In my home, like he told his mother, not having it. Oh yes, Becky Boo want to call a son that's doing something for himself. Well, son, you know your brother, and he had to let Mama have it, let her know, and he's been having a drinking problem, and it's his own. He got the white privilege card. Oh, he missed that job because got drunk the night before the job. Day one, on a weekday. Well, you can't stay in that hotel anymore. You think you might let your brother come stay with you? He did the right thing. Hell no. Keep staying in your car. Maybe you learn a lesson. You look on the next job. And it was hard to get that one. Had to go out drinking. That's the decision they made. Oh, I don't need AA. Well, guess what? You can keep staying in your car today. This is what's happening now. A lot of people, again, and I get it, check the check. But I'm saying a lot of people have made bad decisions, and then people who have made the best decision that they could, they plan. A plan can always go wrong. There's no guarantee. And I'm hearing all about this right here. Oh, so-and-so. It's to the point I've heard with some people, they don't even want to come visit. Because they know that they've taken in so-and-so. And whenever they go over there, it's a lot of drama. Kids running around, adults trying to talk and have a nice conversation. So-and-so, come and get your kid. Can't do that. They'll hold up in the room. Don't want to be bothered. So I would tell anybody, I understand Meemaw making those phone calls and Black Queen Mama. Well, somebody got to help them. They can learn to help themselves. Life is too short. And I can take from experience. I always helping people. When it goes down bad for you, oh, you think they're going to be there. Listen to Simply Said. You're going to be in for a surprise, boo. Been there, done that. They will have nowhere to go to lay their head. They can stay up on you free for 6 months or a year. Get them a place together. You might say, oh, yeah, this right here, I'm going to be in town. They're not going to let you stay in their house not one night. You might come out to visit, talk to your ass through the door. And you're like, and I loaned you the money for your down payment on your first house. When you didn't have transportation, I let you borrow one of my cars. Use my credit. Oh, I got you. Yeah, so this right here, I'm hearing the stories and I sit back and I listen. I sit back and listen and say, And a lot of people that have money, let me tell you something. Rich people have family members. They have family members that are poor. You have to be delusional if you think they're sitting up here with millions of dollars taking in that poor trash. They're not taking in poor white trash, and the black ones aren't either. Why? They have a lifestyle, and then with that mindset, they know that, it's going to be a big problem. They're not taking them in. Some millionaires have more than one property. They have poor family members. They already know that poor poverty mindset is going to be a problem. They may never get out, and then when they get out, they feel that you owe them something. They may trash the house. But I'm seeing a whole lot of people, and I'm hearing about it. It's like, oh my gosh, already the move in, the shuffle. Oh, this didn't work out, then go over here. The shuffling is occurring before us. It really is. So, fatherhood being black, TBM, OTH says, I would move. I would not stay in a depressing place. Looks like a war zone. But again, this is based on the decisions sometimes people have made. And this can happen. You can be on bad times. Guess what? Come up with a plan. But you cannot come up with a plan because if you have a poverty mindset, you don't want to listen, you want to entertain a different point of view, then you're just going to keep on doing the same thing over and over again. Like Lori Potter said, when you have children you know you can't afford, you're sending those children, you're going to sentence them to a life of struggle and poverty. Wait, or use birth control? Can't do that. I want to do what I want to do. Or I'm hoping and thinking this man might fall in love with me and be there for those kids. The delusions. Delusions. Very delusional. So, moving on here. Oh my goodness. Syncopation Zero said a friend of one of my coworkers had a similar incident happen to her. Her grown son came up to move back with her. His father kicked him out of the house for bad behavior. He started causing problems at the mother's apartment complex. The leasing office asked if the son was living there and his age. Since he is grown and has more than two and was there for more than 2 weeks, he had to apply as a co-tenant and be placed on the current lease. Her lease is ending in a few months. Because of that, plus other community policy violations, the complex elected not to renew her lease. I say this to say that people out here aren't playing without when it comes to these sons. It's sad because this woman had multiple setbacks over the years because of that kid, and from what she knows about him, if it was me, I would have never let him back in my house after he was forced out the first time. But no, they're going to keep hope alive. But I will say this right here: they won't do the same for female daughters. In Pls Stand, not for the women. Not for the women. Amina is Love said, what did he get out of the situation? Most likely a good feeling. In those situations, what do you get? 18 years of hardship trying to raise on your own, or what is with minimal help, trying to raise a child on your own. I have been there and done that. I was blessed to marry a man that wanted to be a man. Now it's close to 30 years. It's all about choices. Please learn from us young ones. It is. And not most, and many aren't going to be blessed with a husband. Because the awakening is here. Choosing a line in the sand. Life is hard enough. Very few want to pick up a lot of obligations. Honestly and truly. And especially when people have finances, because they see, this is going to be a drain on the money. Toluca Tango said the ghetto. And sometimes people have ghetto thinking. The mindset, poor choices. Andrea House said, education is a choice too, and it truly is. And Dennis Pirtle says, in today's society, most times, poverty is a choice. Now, in closing, a lot of people are going to be facing hard times with the evictions and the rents going like crazy, $300 or $400 a month. It's unbelievable. There was a great reset. And I do sympathize with people like that. I really do. But I will tell you, making decisions. I made a decision. Oh, nice having 2 homes on one income. Expensive. A lot of money going out. Gee, got a little spot over here. I'm just going to go ahead and sell. Let's pay it for. I came up with my plan. I've already lived very nice. Being married, I've had a maid and all that fun stuff. I came up with a plan that I don't want to be worried about money. And I set goals. Stay here at maybe the cheapest place out of the two, rather. Save money, and invest. Set a goal. I'll leave at this time X amount of dollars. Made the goal. I'll leave at this time X amount of dollars. I doubled it. Set a goal. I'll leave at this time X amount of dollars. And I went ahead and gave up the nice, comfortable place. I had bought a little small, what I call a cabin place, because small, 1 bed and 1 bath. Wow. I came up with my plan. One of my friends said, oh, with the furniture, it looks like a person that has money. Well, you can make it whatever the heck you want. All of my friends, they got houses, trust me, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't. Happy as a lark. Because at the end of the day, I rather have something else stacking up for me. That way you can live. Don't want to be stressed out. But I made a choice. We all make choices. And again, I've had a maid. I've lived in West Palm Beach. Trust me. Oh my. Interior decorator. Been there, done that. But then you kind of realize, what? You see other people doing things and you realize you want to do different things. I can tell you right now, I know people, and this will be a different video. Long live the money. Well, first of all, we have to try to get some money. We can't have long live the money when we're making these impoverished decisions. I know a person. I'm like, you've got all these houses. His dad has 15 homes. Other person, the same thing. And I thought to myself, so why are only these 2 homes showing up in his name? Want to know why? He said each time when he had those 15 homes, he was always getting sued. People checking him out, knowing he's got money, lawsuits. He then put the homes in an LLC, and then he put one property and the cheapest property that he had into his name. The lawsuit stopped because people thought, oh, he must not have anything. Rich people know how to hide their money. Why? The thinking process. So let's do it the other way around. Sometimes, and I understand life happens, trust me, I know. But sometimes people stay in bad decisions. We're passing down generational poverty. Want to know why? The thinking process. The thinking process. A line is being drawn in the sand as we speak. There are people right now, they're like, not coming here. I'm sorry, I'm one of them. I don't have any space for you, no way. So we're all making decisions. Life is business. If you have a room, life is still business while that's your room. You control it. Are you going to act the fool with the person you're renting from and get up out of there? Life is business. So poverty in today's society, Dennis Proto said most times poverty is a choice. Sometimes I have to agree. I have to agree with that wholeheartedly, yeah. That's why I'm like, don't care to see the poverty deed. It hasn't worked out for anybody. It hasn't worked out for the ones before you, and it's not going to work out for you. So now I'm seeing a lot of complaints. Some bringing boyfriends, some bringing husbands. Poverty deed. Like I said before, the one, and now she got a baby coming. Who would get pregnant with a pandemic? Who would get pregnant when neither one of you fools has a job? Your man doesn't like to work. Becky's man, and I'm referring to Becky's situation, her man doesn't like to work. Coming back home with family, and now it's causing a problem. He's sitting up there with the retirees. I mean, personally, I think he's basically hoping that the girls' relatives may expire and they'll just post up. But he's so dumb. Fool, look at the house. You have to also pay for the taxes on it and the utilities. And they don't take EBT. He's a dumb, dusty Dan that she picked up. Well, I was like, you think you're going to stay here for free? Even if something happens to them, you have to pay the taxes. The taxes are high, the upkeep, the utilities. I really think that's their plan. So this here, poverty is a choice. I'm seeing it now with people talking about different things, and it's just not good. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you in the next upload.